was taught to me in school that songs are like little stories, and that they have to be like a book. It has to have, on a whole, has to serve a purpose, and then it has to have a beginning, a middle, and an end, and something that ties it all in together. Hopefully, something commercial. I mean, with NWA's music, it was sex and violence, which is pretty commercial. You know, they sell that shit every day. And coming from 4 or 5 young niggas, it was real easy. You can say boo to the right motherfucker in the right situation, and it's a great song. It incited such fear. But you know, it's just back in those days, it was just fun shit to us. Everybody loved working for Eric. He had all the money, and it wasn't just a money thing. It was like you didn't mind working for the little soldier, man, because you know, if it really came down to it, Easy would make shit happen for you. You know, if you couldn't make it happen for yourself. We just didn't know what we had our hands on back then, man. We didn't know. I'm sure Heller knew. I'm sure Brian Turner knew. I'm sure Iveen knew. I'm sure some of these big boys in the record business knew that this is some $400 million kind of shit. I'm sure they knew. Now, when these interviews and all this magazine shit take place, nobody ever mentions these guys. They made a lot of money. Made a lot of my money. Those were the most fun times when we was broke, getting drunk every day, smoking weed. Wait a minute. Is this going on TV? No. You know, hanging out, that's when I had my house, Snoop and Warren G lived with me. Now, after we started Death Row, money then got tight. I'd lose my house in the Quarry Hills, lose my Benzes, my blah, blah, blah. Snoop gets an apartment in Hollywood. The whole apartment is about big as this room. And there's four guys already living in there. But that's where the energy was at. The energy was at Snoop crib. That's where the fire was at. That's where I tend to want to be at, because I'm an artist first. You know, this shit is more than just black people saying nigga on a record, or cussing you out, or saying something that they think Bush or any other motherfucker ain't gonna like. This is these kids' art. And I take these colors just like you would take a red color or a blue color, and I paint pictures with that shit, you know. So, at least to me, it doesn't have the same meaning a lot of people put on it. You know, this record I'm doing now, it's a lot of dark shit. It's really a return to the old NWA kind of music, man, because it's pretty hardcore. It's harsh. It's very true to life. You know, I wrote a lot of the stuff, and it's just being around Snoop when he's writing, and like, no, that's not it. Or being around Dre when he's doing it, and like, no, that's not it. You know, Phil Jackson doesn't have to tell Kobe how to be great. He already knows. He just has to coach him. It's the same thing. I have to tell Snoop how to be great. Snoop was born great. That's his gift. I just have to help him figure out how to make you understand his gift. You know what I mean? Every Joe Blow on the street, you know, I can understand him. Lil Rob can understand him. But Johnny Lieberman, or you know, he's not gonna understand. Not gonna really be able to communicate with the dude. So if you can make not only him understand, but Maria Gomez, and you know, if you can make everybody understand what you mean with these words, then that's the key. I do remember telling these guys, all you motherfuckers act like you want to go to penitentiary anyway, since they got Death Jam on the East Coast. Won't y'all make yourself Death Row? And somebody else owned the name Death Row. So Suge.
DJ Unknown.
That's right. And I have and I remember the day. I don't know if Unknown would ever tell you this, because this ain't one of those kind of things people tell you when it's them. But I was in the room with Unknown the day he decided to let us use Death Row. Sure it was. I was right there. And I felt bad, dog. I was in a position where I was uncomfortable because I had no control over the situation. And it just wasn't the most beautiful thing in the world to see. Or, well, maybe it was, depending on how you're looking at it, you know. But I'm not the kind of person that like to see motherfuckers get their ass whooped and all this other kind of shit. It's not my thing. Me and Suge spent every day together for, for damn near 2 years or some shit like that. Suge saw our dream, but it was a dream from 4 or 5 young cats who didn't know what the fuck they were doing. The only thing we knew how to do was make great records. I didn't know nothing about business. I just had right before we started doing this shit together, I just had an accident that almost took my life. My career just ended. Man, I'm not in a position mentally to do shit, but feel sorry for myself, you know. Drink and fucking try to kill myself in knowing certain terms, you know. Suge's a good guy who now is in a position where there's nothing else Suge can do now but be Suge. Suge ain't finna pop up somewhere and all of a sudden you find out Suge is a nice guy. The person that y'all see on TV and that the media have really perpetuated this guy to be some big ass monster, well, I wouldn't cross him because that's the guy you're gonna see. Now, I don't have no problems with Suge. Never had a problem with the dude. As a matter of fact, there's been more times where the dude has protected me from myself, you know, and surroundings. From his own people, you know, sometimes. Suge is one of a kind. And I've learned this. Now keep in mind, I'm not a thug nigga, you know, per se. But I've learned that no matter who people are, there is a Suge-like individual very close. I wouldn't give a damn who we were talking about. Because Suge is Suge, now Suge may have went too far in a lot of places in dealing with people that he would call his friends or whatever. But Mr. Entertainment gets a hold of us all, you know. Got a hold of me, got a hold of Dre, gets us all. But Suge is just a big old nigga. And you damn right, a big old nigga can get away with shit that the average little skinny nigga ain't gonna be able to get away with. Suge he weighs 320 plus pounds. Most of that shit is solid. If you came in here and wanted your seat, you'd move. Well, it would make sense to me that if you bring it in gangster music, then eventually gangster things are gonna happen. Even at you know, the guy that's for the most part in the background making all the money, even at his level. You know, when you start dancing with the devil out there on the dance floor full of little piles of shit, then eventually, you know, your feet gonna stink. These guys on the West Coast, remember I'm from Texas, these guys are raised out here. It takes that long for a situation to go from everybody smiling to everybody crying. That long, you know. I'm sure it could be like that anywhere else, but out here, the guys that are supposed to be happy, go to school kind of niggas, them too. You know, even the motherfuckers that take that long before some shit is fucked up. And once you get one person, you got a whole, you know, and then that got into television, and it made young niggas feel like, damn, that's the shit. They kicking everybody